to my channel. I'm so glad that you can join me today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And today we're going to chat about two things. What is the ketogenic diet and what is intermittent fasting? Like I said, the ketogenic diet is high fat, moderate protein, and very low carb. So you would look at about your carbs, you would look at about 20 net carbs on your ketogenic diet. So the ketogenic diet the keto diet is basically just your body is going to use ketones as energy or as fuel instead of carbs. Okay, it's as basic, it's as simple as that. Okay, so instead of using carbs and sugar to give your body energy, to keep you moving, to keep you fueled, your body's going to use your fat, and your body's going to use ketones to fuel and to energize your body. Okay, so that is the basics of the ketogenic diet. And then if you look at the intermittent fasting, there's lots of different intermittent fastings that you can do. You get your 16-8, which is 16 hours of fasting, and that includes your sleeping time. So it's 16 hours of fasting and an 8-hour window which you can eat. Now, I'm not saying go completely wild with your 8 hours. Still try and do keto, low carb, Banting, Atkins 6. So then you have 18 hours of fasting, which includes your sleeping time, just remember that, and you have your 6 hour of your feeding time, which is the same principle. Eat your meals, your 3 meals or your 2 meals or your 1 meal that you eat there as well, and then you obviously have your extended fast, which is your 20 hours, 24, 38, 48, etc. So fasting has always been a part of I think of many people's life. People have been doing fasting since forever, and it's very, very good for you. It gives the body time to sort of focus on other things and repair other things instead of just focusing on the food that's coming and having to focus and zone in on breaking down the foods, distributing the food, etc., etc. So it gives your body a break and sort of just it heals. The body tries to heal your cells and all of these things. There are great benefits in fasting as well. What I do with my keto diet is I do intermittent fasting with my keto diet, and I love it. I use an app called, and it's not sponsored at all. I use an app called Zero. It really helps me to keep track of and sort of time as to how far I'm into the fast. There's really good tips in there, really good quick videos about what fasting is about that go into detail, the science behind the fasting, etc. So it's a very, very good app. And I use fasting to aid me with my weight loss and my overall health, my health journey as well. So on a daily basis, I do about, okay, don't come for me and don't laugh, okay? I choose the 16-hour fast, 16-8, okay? But I don't just fast 16, I go 18, 20, sometimes 24. For me, it's just a mental thing. I don't know what it is. When I choose the 18 and I look at the clock and I'm like, I'm still 3 hours away from eating, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. So I choose the 16. So if I hit 16 and I hit my goal and I feel, okay, now I feel good, I can still push it a bit, you know what I'm saying? I can still go a bit, I can stretch it, then I'll do that. I'll just go further. I'll go 16, 20 until I get to the place where I feel, okay, now I can go, I can have my meal, and I can break the fast. But I normally go in at 16. 16 is my shortest that I will do, and if I hit 16, awesome. If I go beyond 16, I normally try and go beyond 16. I do 18. I just don't select the 18 cycle because when I look at the phone and it's telling me you still have 4 hours to go, it's just a mental thing with me. I don't know, I'm weird like that. But yeah, just for me, it's really helped as well. It's really helped me not to focus so much on the food, having to cook, having to think about prepping food, making food, what for breakfast, what for lunch, what for dinner, etc. So it's really helped me with regards to that, and with doing it with my keto diet as well. So the intermittent fasting is a really good tool for you to do as well. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a wifey, a mommy trying to lose weight. So I'm going to say to you is, if you want to try and do the diet, do the intermittent fasting, I would say start with a 12-hour. So what is a 12-hour fast? It falls within that spectrum of intermittent fasting. So let's say you stop eating at 8, okay? You get ready for bed, etc., not having any snacks, nothing. You don't have no snacks, no nothing. You can have your coffee or tea or water and things like that, that's fine, but I mean consume no food. So then you'll sleep, and your next meal will only be the next day or the next morning at 8 o'clock. So you can start off with that, and then you can sort of push yourself and push your window out further and further and further. But that's how I started. I started out with 12, I finish at 7. The next morning at 7, I have the option to eat. If I'm not hungry, I just push it out. I push it out by an hour, maybe half an hour, and that's how I just sort of pushed the window out until I became more comfortable, I became more settled, and I'm more comfortable in doing a more extended fast. So start out with a 12-hour. That's the easiest way to do it, and then you can just sort of go from there. And whether you decide to do longer fast, you can do that as well. But really try the intermittent fasting. It really works for me with the keto diet. And yeah, so that is what it basically is. So with your keto diet, it's people make it out to be so complicated, and you're just going to give you the basics. All you need to remember is that fat, protein and fiber, that is your plate. Fat, protein, fiber. Fat, protein, fiber. And always remember, with the keto diet, it's not like your low carb and your Bantings and your Atkins diet. The protein needs to be moderate, very moderate. So it must be high fat, moderate protein, and very low carb. So try and stay with, when you sort of plate your food, just try and think to yourself, a little bit of protein, have some veggies, whether it's salad, have a nice green vegetables. Your veggies or your salad should fill up quite a bit of the plate, and then have a little bit of fat. You can have your fat, whether it's an avo, or you can have your fat in your salad dressing, whether it's your olive oil, your MCT oil, your coconut oil, those type of things you can have with that. Just keep it simple, and I can almost guarantee you will have success if you keep it simple. Be consistent. Don't try and overthink things. Don't try and complicate things. Don't try and count, measure, nothing like that. Just start. Start your day, every day. Don't even get into the fasting as yet. Just start with the keto diet. You get up in the morning, you make you some eggs and some butter or some olive oil, coconut oil, whatever choice of oil. You do that. You have a little bacon if you want. You can have a little sausage. Don't even worry about what's in the sausage yet. Don't stress your brain about that. Just have a bit of sausage with it, and that's your first meal for the day. Have some coffee and go for it. Your lettuce, cucumber, tomato, question mark. The strict keto people will say to you, no tomatoes, it's very high in sugar. But allow yourself some tomatoes. You're just starting out, So whatever you're going to do at first, you're going to have success, because you're doing something completely different to the norm. So you're going to have success. Excuse me. So cucumbers, lettuce, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, green beans, mushrooms, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. What else is there? Bok choy. What else is there? So those veggies are going to be your best friends. Those are just the basic veggies that you get in your everyday store. So try and stay away from your peas, your carrots, potatoes. What else is there? Onions is also questionable. Onions as well, but I'm not as strict. I use onion. I just try and keep it a small amount of onion, not too much, but I do use onion as well. So onion is supposed to be a no-no as well, but I use the onion. I don't care. I need to have onion. Onion gives flavor. I'm sorry, but yeah. So what else is there? Sweet potato as well. Some people do the sweet potato. I know low carbs. For low carbies, that's fine. Keto people, not really. It's very high in sugar. Yes, the fiber, but the net carbs is still quite high. But you can do it as a treat. If you have a Sunday lunch and you want to have a sweet potato, then do you. What else is there? So the potatoes, I said onions, I said sweet potatoes, just carrots, peas, those sugar peas, sugar snaps, sorry. Those ones are all no-nos. There's some other ones, but I'm just going into the basic ones that you get in your everyday store. One of the things that I've also really come to love is my frozen veggies. I don't buy the spinach fresh anymore. I hardly do. I just buy frozen. I sometimes buy the frozen mushrooms as well. Very easy, quick, and it's guaranteed not to go off in the fridge. It's in the freezer, obviously. So look into that as well if you want to. If you're thinking, oh no, I'm not going to use the spinach, I need to buy this big huge bag of spinach, I'm not going to use all the spinach. Or you can buy the bag, make small packets and freeze it on your own, or you can just buy the frozen ones, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking about what other vegetables are there that you can have. Gem squash, a bit of pumpkin. Supposedly butternut is not keto friendly, but do pumpkin, and not pumpkin is also questionable, but you can get away with pumpkin. So those are some of the vegetables that you can have. With regards to the fruit is very restrictive, so no bananas, no apples, no grapes, no watermelon, no sweet melon, no, what else is there? All those sweet, no mangoes, no peaches. Oh my gosh, what else? Those ones are definitely no-no. So let's rather get to the ones that you can have. So let's stick to the berries. Anything that ends with a berry you can have. So strawberries, your raspberries, your blueberries. Those are the ones that you can munch on, but also moderation. But those are the ones that you can sort of treat yourself with and have a little fruit salad, or whatever the case may be is going to be, whatever ends in your berries you can do. I would sometimes, during summertime, I like to have a bit of watermelon, but a very small amount, because it's supposed to be a no-no. But like I said, in the beginning, try and do as strict as you can when you start your keto diet. Okay, yes, you can do lazy keto or dirty keto, but try and do it as strict as possible. And then once you get into the groove of things, you can treat yourself to maybe a little bit of watermelon, like frozen watermelon into the blender, a shot of vodka, a little bit of sweetener, and Bob's your uncle, you've got a little drink or a little cocktail to treat yourself, or whatever the case may be, or just to have it as is, not even as a cocktail, just as a normal drink with a little bit of lemon and a little bit of mint, and then you've got a nice refreshing drink as well. So do what works for you. Don't try and copy or mimic, or I wouldn't say don't, I would say try to, if you see someone's meal, everyday meal, or what they eat in a day or whatever, try and copy that as close as possible for about a month or two, until you sort of get adapted, and now you're so used to doing this now, you can sort of deviate and try and tailor the lifestyle to your life, to your journey, to how you eat. You know what I'm saying? But first get the basics right. First get that foundation solid, and then you move on from there. So yeah, guys, let me know what else you would like me to chat about, or would you like to answer. You can comment down below. Just 2 more things that I would like you to do is just to hit that subscribe button for me, please, and hit that notification button, and that will let you know when I upload a video. So thank you again for supporting and clicking on this video. Much appreciated. Deuces. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.